In continuation to the fundamental Java operators, now let us discuss about the arithmetic assignment operators and conditional operators. In the previous video lessons, we discussed about the arithmetic operators, that is plus, minus, multiplication, division, and the remainder operator, denoted by modulus symbol or percentage symbol. And also we discussed about the assignment operator used to assign a value to a variable. Now if we combine the functionality of arithmetic operator of an arithmetic operator and the assignment operator, then we say it is arithmetic assignment operator. The following assignment operators are used so that you do not need to enter the source variable twice. When assigning a value to a variable based on its current value. The following table shows a list of arithmetic assignment operators for the arithmetic operators that we have used so far. Now suppose, let us take an example. We have a statement a equals to a plus 10. Now what is being done here is 10 is being added to a, and or you can say 10 is being added to the current value of a and is being assigned to a. Now in this statement a is coming twice, and we have two operators, plus, which is an arithmetic operator, and equal to, which is an assignment operator. In this instead of writing this statement, what we can do is we may write a variable a, that is the variable associated, plus equals to 10. It means add 10 to the current value of a and assign it to a. So instead of writing a equals to a plus 10, we may write this way, a plus equals to 10. Suppose if we have a equals to a then divided by 10, means the current value of a is being divided by 10, then it is being assigned to a. So we can write a slash equals to 10. So that's why first of all the arithmetic operator, then assignment operator. So we have a table here. Then for multiplication we can use multiplication assignment. Instead of plus equals to, we shall be writing the star equals to, asterisk equal to, multiplication equals to. For division we have division equal to, plus equals to for addition assignment, minus equal to for subtraction assignment, and modulus equals to for remainder assignment. So we can set a value to a variable and then double its current value as follows. For example, one more example is being taken here. We have a variable number of data type integer, and 22 is assigned to it. So if we write number star equals to 2, it means that we are multiplying the current value of number by 2 and it is being assigned to number. So it will be number star equals to 2, means it will be the value of the number variable will be 44. 22 multiplied by 2 equals to 44. In fact, it is possible to assign values to variables using the assignment operators wherever the value type is valid, even in mid code. As one more example, we have two variables, number a of data type integer and number b of data type integer. We have assigned 30 to number a and 7 to number b. Now we are writing number a slash equals to number b minus equals to 4. So first of all, what will happen is the current value of number b is 7. So this expression is evaluated first. Number b minus equal to 4 means subtract 4 from the current value of number and assign it to number b and assign it to number b, means 7 minus 4 equals to 3. So the value of number 3 is number b is 3. Now number a slash equals to 3 means the current value of number a variable is to be divided by 3 and the result will be assigned to number a. The last line of code first subtracts 4 from number b, setting it to the value of 3. Then number a, which equals to 30, is divided by the new value of number b, which now equals to 3, giving number a the value of 10, which is the result of 30 divided by 3. So that's how we can use the arithmetic assignment operator. Then we have the conditional operators. The logical AND and OR operators perform conditional and conditional OR. Conditional and conditional OR on two Boolean expressions. We recall that Boolean expression is an expression which after evaluation gives us either true or false. So these operators exhibit short-circuiting behavior, which means that the second operand is evaluated only if needed. And the symbol, we use 2 times ampersand symbols for conditional and 2 times pipelining symbol for conditional OR. We have taken an example here. We have a variable value 1 of data type integer, and we are storing 1 to it. We have one more variable value 2 of data type integer, and we are storing 2 to value 2. Now one more variable we have, that is boolean b. It means in this boolean variable b we can store either true or false. Now we are writing b equals to, then value 1 equals to 1, and value 2 equals to 2. So value 1 we have assigned 1 equals to 2, 1 is equal to 2. It's true. We are using equality operator, and the value of value 2 variable is 2, and we are using the equality operator here. It's true. So true and true, it means it is true. Both the inputs to the logical AND operator are true, then it generates the output as true. Means true and true equals to true. So b equals to true. Overall value of these two expressions along with the logical AND operator is, conditional AND operator is true. So b equals to 2. If we print the value of, if we print this line, this statement, then we find that value 1 is 1 and value 2 is 2 plus b. b is true, so it is true. Now we are writing value 1 equals to 1 or value 2 equals to 1. In this case, instead of using the conditional AND, we have used conditional OR. So in case of OR, we know that if we study the truth table of the conditional OR operator, it says that if either of the inputs are true, then output is true. So in this example, here this expression evaluates to true because the value of this value 1 variable is 1. So 1 equals to 1, it's true. Though it's false, value 2 equals to 2, but we are assigning 2 equals to 1, so it will evaluate to false. So for true or false, actually it will not check for this value. Reason being because we are using the OR operator, and here the circuit is complete. We can say it's the short we say short circuiting behavior of these two operators, and actually second expression is not checked even because first expression gives us the true value. So true or false equals to true in case of this conditional OR. So b equals to true. So if we print the value of this particular statement, we get that value 1 is 1 or value 2 is 1, then it is true. If instead of this conditional OR, if we use conditional AND, then it would have evaluated to false. Reason being, it is true, first expression is true, but second expression is false. So true and false is false. So we would store false, and here the false would get printed. Another conditional operator, which is denoted by sign of interrogation and colon symbol, which can be thought of as shorthand for an if then else statement. We shall discuss about if then else statement in the coming video lessons. This operator is also known as the ternary operator. Ternary operator means because it uses 3 operands. in the following example, this operator should be read as: if some condition is true, assign the value of value 1 to result, otherwise assign the value of value 2 to result. So let us take an example. We have two variables, value 1 equals to 1 and value 2 equals to 2, and one more variable, result. Now we have one more boolean variable, some condition, and we have assigned true to the some condition variable. Okay, now the syntax is, we have got a conditional expression. Now this conditional expression will either evaluate to true or false. If this expression, conditional expression, gets the true as its output, then the value 1 or the expression 1 that we have written here, that will be assigned to the result. And if this condition gets false, then the value 2 that we have assigned, that we have put after the colon symbol, that will be given to result. So the result is printed here. So in this example it's true, so some condition is true. If it is true, then value 1 is 1, so result equals to 1. If we print it, then we shall get 1. So if suppose instead of true we store false to some condition variable, then if it's false, then some condition false. So in case of false, then value 2, which is 2, that will be assigned to result, so it will print 2 as the output. This is a pictorial presentation. We have logical this conditional expression here, logical expression we can say. Now this logical expression will evaluate to true or false. If it is true, then first option we have put here, this value will be returned. It will be an expression basically. Recall that an expression is a combination of operators and operands, which after evaluating gives us a single value. So this expression, the value of this expression is returned in case this conditional expression is true. Now if it is false, then the second option, means second expression's value is returned. Here in this example we have taken three variables, A, B and C. We have assigned 100 to A and 200 to B. We are writing A plus B. The sum of A and B is greater than 500. Is it true or false? So in this, according to this, these values, 200 plus 200 equals to 300. 300 is greater than 500. So it is evaluating to false. If it is false, then expression that we write, that we have written after colon symbol, that gets evaluated and gets returned or assigned to C. So A is 100. 100 plus 2000 equal to 2100. That will be the value of C. So if we write here A plus B is less than 500, so 100 plus 200, 300. 300 is less than 500. It is true. If it is true, then A plus 1000. First this option or the expression that we have put here, that will be evaluated and its value will be returned, means assigned to C. So in this example, A is 100. 100 plus 1000, it will be 1100, and the value of C equals to 1100. That will be assigned.